Welcome, friends. Welcome to the show. How's your volume? Good. Mine's great.
Mine's great. I listened through my foreheads.
In my forehead. Brad is somewhat of an alien himself.
Oh, it's loud. But, you said it wrong. I said foreheads.
Oh.
I have multiple foreheads.
That's fair. Oh, and here it is, guys. Here it is. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Lots and lots to talk about.
How do you want to kick it off?
Well, I want to kick it off by saying that there's a lot to talk about.
Okay.
Mama G did make these sweet stickers. You have one waiting for you. I'll get it to you before you leave, or probably tomorrow, so you can put it with your Blood Bowl team.
Cool.
Tony is he's our first alternate, replacing our first drop tomorrow. So
who's dropping?
He doesn't know. Dakota dropped actually. Oh, there he is.
That makes sense. Dakota hates Blood Bowl.
He's not a big fan.
He is the least enthusiastic
not
Blood
a fan
Bowl player I have ever met. And that's saying
that,
a lot.
You look in the mirror every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I've never met me, but
you're not missing out on much.
Oh, I'm gonna start crying.
You're missing out on a lot. Anyway, welcome, brother. How you doing?
What up?
What's your shirt say? Oh. Why does it say that?
Because he works at a strip club. It's called Pickles.
Visual.
It's fantastic.
book.
That is
Fantastic.
That is
That's the disappointment in chief right there. No, I'm just kidding. Like I told Brad, it's very okay.
Oh, I thought you meant like the guy, because I've heard nothing but
Nobody likes the model. I don't mind it.
the model's
model's
garbage.
fine.
Like it's legitimately awful. But I've heard that his rules are very, very strong.
He's very good. He's very good. Which just means his points will increase dramatically.
How many points is he right now?
170, I think. He can give a core unit full rerolls.
He's a pretty significant force multiplier, though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he'll go up.
I mean, I would hope not. He's not very durable.
Azrael's about 170, I think, and he's probably as good, if not a better force multiplier.
I mean, he gives something straight up Gilliman, like he something can reroll all hits and wounds.
I mean, he doesn't do that, but
It has
Azrael
to
has
be
a
core.
Sure, but
Azrael
like,
has a 4-up invulnerable save bubble for all infantry units.
That's not terrible at all.
but like most of what you care about is core, right?
It was.
Yeah,
It was,
people coming into the chat. Brad is
staple on my
quieter than a
terminal.
Tim, but louder than a Dakota.
Oh, Lehman Russ is not core.
I don't know what you all
They're
did.
not core.
Oh, it's quiet.
They're a battle tank.
Yeah.
So
The Rogel Dorn's cool. I like the Rogel Dorn.
I like the model a lot. I really wish it was like between 200 and 220.
It might be a little too pricey. I think like 220, 230, I think would be a better price. And points are not set in stone.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
like,
and
it very well could come
they
down.
Change,
It probably will.
They change quite frequently, but it's a little weird that they come out with the model and it's so high.
Yeah.
It seems
Yeah.
like they would go the other way, but
No, I get it. If you follow the history of the Land Raider since 8th edition, every time they've done points, it comes down. So,
I
like,
think literally every time, right?
it just about, yeah, it either stays, like, it's never gone up. So, like,
Tim's mic
it's,
has procreated and supplanted Dakota's previous mic. That is not true.
okay.
Well,
Brad's mic holds firm because it's not a prude, but it has values.
Yeah,
The person using it also
Just like
has a
Brad.
value.
I like this.
I thought he was
I
going
like
to
this.
be on the more expensive mic, but then I looked at like 3 minutes till and realized, oh, that's the old mic. Also, he's not plugged into the right channel, but we got it fixed.
Oh, is
right.
that's still Jake's mic from last week?
Yeah,
Oh, that's why I've got the oldie.
yeah, and I'm really quiet for some reason.
I don't think I screwed anything up, Tony, on Sunday, but we will find out.
I don't know.
So while we're talking about Blood Bowl, I changed my team up a little bit, and I got to decide on it before tomorrow. So I took out a lineman, I added in a thrower, and then in order to do this, I had to drop down to 3 rerolls, but that brought me up to 5 total fans.
100% better. Three rerolls is right where you want to be.
I think
And-
4 is right where you want to be.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean that's fine, but you can buy that later. But you can buy it so much faster when you have the 5 fans.
Yeah, the only thing I have a tough time justifying it is because the reroll's doubling cost. So I'm not spending $60K, I'm spending $120K.
Yeah, the thing
And
is, fans can
Modify
never.
individual people's
And the
volume.
fans aren't a
It's
From
done
my-
from over there.
Like from my headphones.
It's
Oh, that's that.
yeah.
the fans aren't like
You
a
bring me down
force
a bit.
multiplier of money. It's the fans. The fans work if
Yeah, I need to know if that's the volume. I can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean the fans are a big deal.
they're a big deal, but like they're not. They're always the thing you spend money on when you're done, right? You got a couple thousand left over, a couple tens of thousands left
Check
over.
that.
I'm
But-
scared to at this point.
I don't think
Okay.
I don't think you like.
I don't know what is it. How is it?
I don't think they're crucial.
Like I don't have anything over here anymore.
Okay.
But anyway, you don't think fans are crucial?
No,
I think they're a really big deal. They affect how much money you make by a lot.
kind of. They affected by 5K.
How's that?
Individually, but like
Yeah.
but when you have 6 of them, the amount of money you make every game is really noticeable
Yeah, I understand.
from when you have 2.
Well, sure, I get that. And if you're winning games, you'll likely gain more fans. But your opponent's fans affect how much money you make just as much as your own fans.
Sure.
So that's kind of what plays into it. So like, if you go whole hog and like I'm gonna buy 6 fans, and your opponent's like, I didn't buy any fans. I didn't have the money for it. You're like, okay, I guess I. So each fan effectively gave you 5K. So you spent 60K for 30K. I get it. You play another game, and now it's
What is a prisoner's dilemma?
I don't know if that applies. It's basically like, I don't know, we're getting into this philosophical thing, but so like a prisoner's dilemma is like when you have, like literally you arrest 2 people involved in the same crime. You arrest 2 people involved in the same crime, and then you separate them and you question them individually, and you're like, hey, if you confess to this crime, I will give you a lighter sentence. And they tell that to both people. But if they both confess, it's worse. But if neither of them confess, they don't have anything on them and they get to go free. So like it's always portrayed to you as confessing, because if the other guy confesses, then I get the worst sentence.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how it works. But if neither of them confess, then it's the best deal for both of them.
So
that's
here's
the
my
issue.
advice.
But-
Don't talk to cops. That's my advice.
Well, talk to cops, but like if you're,
With counsel.
well, if someone robs your house, like
Okay.
talk to cops. But
Well, okay, so clearly he meant in like you're in.
yeah,
the
if you've been arrested,
Any other circumstance,
if you've been arrested, yeah, don't talk to them without a lawyer present.
to buy fans or not buy fans, I think you just buy the fans. I think if you can, I bought 4 or I bought 3 this turn.
In lieu of a reroll, though,
No,
that's the
I'm.
problem. And the
I
other,
do not necessarily agree with the code. I think if you can get 4 at generation, I think that's a real big
Yeah.
advantage.
Well,
for
I'm
those
doing
teams.
the fans
I
and
don't
the
ever.
thrower.
I don't know if I'm. I think four rerolls is just too much.
Yeah, but dude,
You ran out in our game. You ran out of rerolls in the first 2 turns.
Yeah, but I also don't have any block. I don't have any block. I don't have any inherent rerolls. Like,
but I don't think.
later for like team value conservation, it's just.
But you didn't. But you didn't fail. You didn't use rerolls because you failed blocks. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you used them because like you failed to pick up the ball.
No,
and
in the
stuff like that.
in the second turn, I rolled double skulls and then I rolled 2 double downs.
I remember that. But you failed to pick up the ball like 3 or 4 times.
Sure.
And the later on, those ones that you failed, you
just
were out
wait
of
till you get
rerolls.
Silex
Well,
Corngore.
ideally,
So,
you'll
like-
I'll have a guy with sure hands or something.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah,
you know, I'll
I
have,
understand,
like,
but
some
I'm
cool
talking start like those 1,000,000-point games. Those rerolls can be very crucial.
No, I mean I agree with you. I'm
Like
just saying,
those
like, when
those
you're-
extra fans, you lost that game. So those extra fans, like if you have 6 fans, for instance, you're probably losing a fan.
probably.
So that 10K you spent on that fan, kaput.
Yeah.
My
Joe's
lineup,
nephew, welcome in.
my lineup right now is Skaven is my first game. Then I get to play Jakey and his Wood Elves, and then I have to play you, and then I have to play him, and then I
forgot
have to play
you
Jake
round 3.
Campbell
Wait, you play him after
after Jakey.
right, but then you play him and then me.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna be giving you inducements, I'm sure.
That's absolutely. Your team is going to be more expensive.
Yeah,
But my team right now is like 960.
What's your team value?
965 for game 1.
$965.
Yeah, you're at $1 million, right?
How many? You bought a bunch of fans?
About 3 fans.
About
Okay.
4.
But my team's fully painted, so I have 5.
Oh, okay.
okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess if I had fully painted team, I'd have 6.
Yeah, I have 5K in the bank, and
I'll bust it out tonight. Paint it up. But yeah, my lineup's crappy too. So like, there's a bunch of games there that I very well could lose.
Are you gonna have 12 players to start?
11?
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's
11. So like,
the dodge might save you week 1.
yeah, I think it will.
I don't know how many blitzers
your
John will
week
have.
one?
Probably 2.
John playing Skaven.
Skaven.
Oh, okay.
So it's Skaven and then Jakey. So my first 2 games aren't that bashy.
Jake he won 4-1 against John McCollum,
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
and he had 2 casualties, and John had 2 casualties. Dude, some of these guys, it's
just all the luck.
Wild.
Just all the luck. Just
He-
like,
he
I'm going
got-
to shower you with all the luck you need.
He
Like,
got
come on.
He casualtied 3 armor 10 guys.
Yeah, I know. Well, this is,
2.
listen,
The last one was
this is why I say armor 10, not that great of a deal. I
Most
took out
people-
3 of his armor 10 dudes in our game.
Yeah.
Like, I think I pushed one
I
of them
hope
off
you
the
do
bench,
it week
but-
3 too.
Me too. But I didn't win like the first 2 turns. But no, it's
How many of your guys leveled?
I didn't level anybody.
armor is, I think armor is probably the least skill you care about.
Oh,
out
it
of
is.
every
It is.
other.
That- that's why you never take
you
the-
never give someone more armor, but you definitely care about
I
it.
think there's probably some.
I think it's the
cases
least
where
skill
give
you
them
care about,
armor.
though.
One of the only like maybe a big guy who's going to be in tackle zones all the time, or
If
like
you can give them armor 11.
yeah, or like a Minotaur where they're
To go to
they've
10.
got armor 9 and going to 10.
Yeah, I don't.
You
I
never
don't-
go 8 to 9. I don't think.
No,
I think you could make the argument from 9 to 10.
How much-
for some players?
Is a Minotaur 6 movement or 5? 6. I think.
6.
Okay.
It's-
I was about to say.
No,
No,
Minotaurs
no,
are
they're
5.
5.
It is
Yeah,
5.
they're
Red
I
ogres
think
are the
I
only
think
ones
I
with
would
6.
almost rather give him an armor upgrade, or not an armor, a movement upgrade.
Yeah, because you have that frenzy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
because you have frenzy. I think same thing. But
Listen, man,
that's my
Just
point.
giving
I hate
him-
to be that
giving him
guy.
that much SPP though is so hard.
What's
I
that?
was gonna say I hate to be that
Oh,
guy.
yeah, you
just
don't do
give him
it.
block.
Yeah.
Just give him block.
Oh yeah, block 100%.
Block's better than both of the
Maybe
choices.
you know what? Maybe I'll just go 11 linemen and induce a bunch of players. Maybe that's what I'll do. I need a big guy. I need a big guy on my team.
I'm really still surprised that they. I think that would have been cooler to give you 4 blitzers and a Croxagore instead of the strength 4 girls, but that's just me. I think the Croxagore would have been really cool.
Yeah, that might have been
still
cooler.
think the
But
Amazons would have been so much cooler to make like. Think of them like an AG3 elf team, but like you build skills into them to make them good at the agility stuff.
I mean, that's kind of what they are.
But I mean like.
They're an AG3 elf team.
So
like,
I
they got
I
low
would've
armor.
Like, I
they
would
got
have
a lot
like
of
the
movement.
blitzers like give the blitzers dodge and break tackle. Now they're dodging on 2s out of the box,
Yeah, I mean that's cool. I
but
plan
they're
on
still AG3 when it comes to handling the ball.
Sure. But you can still like, so like the ones I've got a lot of. I think every single one of my players, like my positionals, I think is going to be a unique build, and they're all. I really like the builds of all my unique players.
Mm-hmm.
So like
The Renegade Goblin.
Nathan asked Brad, "What do you give a dwarf runner for his first level?"
depends on how much it comes with sure hands. Depends on how much SPP you have. If you have 12, you give him dodge. If you have 6, you give him on the ball.
He
So I
gave
felt
him-
bad today. Eli
On the
had
ball
a-
is like a crucial skill for those players.
Yeah, on the ball is very good. For
You
him.
need them.
I felt bad. Eli had a ghoul get a touchdown and the MVP, and I talked him into sure hands. I was like, wait a minute, you have 7 SPP. You should totally random 2.
What? I nope.
And he's like, you know what? You're right.
Wait, who
You
did
know
you talk
what?
that into?
Eli, and he got frenzy. He got frenzy and he got kick on it.
Sheer
It's not
effing
terrible, but like I was like, dude, what-
hubris. Listen, some people
he
need to
wasn't
see it.
too upset.
Some people need to see it happen. Frenzy on a ghoul, you will never block with that ghoul again. That's bad.
That was
I
his
mean, just
first.
give,
I
you,
felt
you
bad.
can give it block, but the problem is now you need like 16 SPP before you can give him
well,
block.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is
Dude,
like
I
he
was
just
like-
screwed himself with that player. I would fire that player. That player is off my roster.
I felt bad because I was like, well, you know, like what don't you want? In
Everything
general, and
he
he rolled
rolled.
frenzy immediately.
You
Kick's
don't,
not terrible.
You don't want
but-
kick. You don't want dauntless.
You don't think you want kick on that?
No.
Probably not as a goal.
It's a waste. It's a waste.
You don't want kick on
What's
on
up,
a
Nurgle
team
Matt?
with movement 3 and 4 players.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Kick,
it's-
I think
it's a waste.
It's a luxury skill, but I think
No, it's a waste on that. It's a waste on that ghoul. Because,
you want it
because
on
you're
a
raising.
zombie.
Well, yeah, because you're raising the SPP cost to
yeah,
level him up again. That's why it's a waste.
yeah.
So,
I
like,
felt bad that he got unlucky on that,
Not a
but
bad skill to have, but it's
No, I
just-
mean, you'll be happy when it's there, but like
ghouls move at 8 or 7.
Seven.
But frenzy,
I hate ghouls.
frenzy. They always die. It's been my experience. With
They're meant
playing,
to die.
Yeah, playing
They're
with
meant
them
to die.
against them.
Well,
they
the
just
thing
die.
is, when you play
It's
against
so
them,
funny.
they're so important to the team, but they're
Yeah.
not durable. You
Yeah.
just target them.
I might have. I don't even remember. I think the last.
That's
time
the
I played
biggest
against Necro,
weakness
I
in
think I
the.
killed one.
Necro.
Yeah, is
Yeah,
their ghouls.
Eh.
The fact that you can't have 4 of them, I think, is the biggest weakness.
I don't know. That
Well,
team
dude,
is-
as soon as you take out the ball handling on that team, like the wolves are targets.
Well, yeah, but the wolves are almost better. I think they might be better ball handlers than the ghouls.
Well, they for sure are, but
They have more
when-
movement.
when they get taken out.
Oh, I get it.
Because you're going to go Michael Vick on those guys. I'm so glad there's no Necro. I hate
Well, that's-
that team.
I love that team so
Well,
much.
that's
They're so
fine,
fun.
but the wolves do have regen too. So like,
Well, sure. I'm just saying, like, off the pitch, right? So, like, when Jake in the championship game lost both his Pestigors,
yeah,
it's the same concept.
yeah. No, I get it.
I have a hard time.
Play dwarves, I get it.
Like, I have a hard time picking favorite team between Necro and Khorne. Like,
Really?
I love Necro.
Necro's a neat team.
They're so frustrating.
I don't like the models in the kit. That's my
The
problem.
werewolves are so good. The
I can-
golems, I'm not a huge fan of.
I
but-
like the golems.
Yeah, I like the golems too. I think they serve an important purpose on the team. Just go stand in squares.
I'm just talking the model. Yeah,
That's
they're,
fair.
yeah, they're very good.
I don't like how Halloweeny it looks. How just classic like they look like just.
I
you
probably
know,
just have a negative opinion
just
of the team
Frankenstein.
because of how unlucky I've gotten in certain situations. Like those ghosts. Like if I don't have to block them, I don't. Because like
Yeah.
I always roll that one. I'm like, well, I need to move that ghost. Even to the point where I've set up blocks before where
They
like
have
they can't
sidestep.
sidestep where I don't
Oh,
want them,
okay.
but I just need to move them.
You need to
And
get them
it-
out of the way.
and you
they
roll a
just,
1.
Yeah, and they just
It's
can't
so
do it.
frustrating.
I get it. Yeah, follow
Dakota's
parents
like
is
they need to
that.
be AG2. I'm like, you need to get the hell out of
They
my
do
life.
not need to be AG2.
Like, don't talk to me. ever.
Dodging, no, that would be so dumb. An AG2 up frickin'
Matt, when are you gonna start
ghost.
You ever try
playing,
to trip a ghost when it's walking away from you?
I don't care. I don't care. You can push one over. If it's corporeal,
Or punch it, I guess.
Listen, just look at them and they stop moving.
it's a bed sheet.
Boo.
But yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We got the league has started. It's in full force. I think we had 5 games completed. Or no. today the
Has
fourth game.
Adam played his first game yet?
They're playing Sunday, I believe.
Sunday. Okay.
Who'd he play?
Is he your week 2?
Yep.
Adam is? Mm-hmm. God, I hope he torches you, man.
I don't.
Maybe. I don't have any. I didn't level anybody up, so.
Well, I'm just hoping I'm hoping he scores 4 touchdowns.
I'm gonna
on you.
need some level ups against Jakey. I'm gonna need some. I need some money too.
I'm gonna have to get some tackle to play you.
Yes, yeah. I hope you don't get it, but you know.
There's
To be
a-
honest with you, like that early, I might my blitzer's first skill might be tackle.
There
My
is
first
a lot.
skill, my first level up. I'm gonna target my blitzers and I'm gonna try to get him Russell.
There's a
from Jakey.
lot of dodge in this league. There's a lot of dodge in
Is
this.
there? There's several undead.
There's
the ghouls.
there's three Skaven players.
2 Amazon, 3 Skaven.
2 Amazons.
And the elves are gonna have dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of dodge.
Yeah,
And-
tackle
and-
is going to be a valuable skill. in
And
this
there's a
league.
lot of dodge on some of like the
Pick
favorite
the
players,
worst possible.
like the favorited for the tops of the divisions we talked about.
Oh,
before.
right. Well, and Mama G's playing Black Orc, so all those goblins have dodge too.
Nathan says, get break tackle on your ghoul, just 26 SPP, because you'll get mighty blow and guard first.
On your ghoul?
Because he's got
Is that what he's saying?
he's got frenzy. That's why.
So you're going to have a 200k ghoul that just dies?
That sucks at being a ghoul.
John, what are you
Can't
sorry
help but
for?
notice we haven't given him block yet.
Yeah, you let me down. You let me down hard, John. Super hard. Not only did you not hurt him, but you made him better. Thanks for that.
I was
I don't
talking
know
about
who leveled up for him.
I was talking
Well,
about
if
gold.
anybody leveled up, it was probably War Dancer.
He made a couple completions on a thrower, and that thrower got an MVP.
So
And he
he-
gave him leader.
He went with that list then.
Yeah.
So how many? He's got one reroll or two?
He'll have 2 now because he got leader.
Okay. Yeah, you screwed me, John.
He got 22 SPP.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
I saw the message.
Yeah.
There's a reason I didn't message you back, John. You might be innocent, but you can still be a letdown.
You're going to be here Sunday, right?
Me?
What?
Both of you guys.
I have no idea.
It's a kickoff event, man.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have to work, I don't think. But I feel like I'm doing something Sunday.
Yeah, coming to the kickoff event.
Very well could be.
I'm making hamburgers.
Maybe I'll make chicken wings.
Bring some chicken wings, man. Yeah, I mean, listen,
I gotta
Nurgle
get the
Matt
ingredients.
should come make an appearance, come be a commentator.
I don't think I have
This is a
enough sauce.
formal invite, Nurgle Matt. Come and commentate one of our games.
Might have to go
I'd
get
like
some
to
sauce.
get you and Jakey probably as one of the games if we could.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I play John tomorrow.
We're going to do an 11 o'clock and a 2 o'clock. So
So if I can, let me. God, I swear I got something going on Sunday. Let me ask Mari. She's basically my secretary. So thank God she doesn't watch this show. But yeah,
Tony, you gotta
let me
work, you
ask
said,
her
right?
and
yeah, it's a big weekend for retail. So
Yeah.
hopefully here too.
Hopefully.
yeah, don't remind me. I work Friday and Saturday, and both those days are gonna suck. I'm not looking forward to it.
I'll tell you what, man, the excitement for the league is it's refreshing. We haven't had a league in a while, and this one's off to a much better start than the last one. So,
Yeah. No, I feel more since I skipped that league, the one I think it was the redraft league.
yeah.
Yeah, since I skipped that one, I feel much better.
Well, we didn't have a league in between either. We didn't have a
Exactly.
spin
Yeah.
league or anything
Yeah.
like
So
that. So
and I've gotten a lot of 40K in between then. So
Yeah.
I've got some like palate cleanser going. So I feel refreshed.
your
I feel
tabletop
refreshed.
ice cream.
Yeah. You know, with some hot chaotic fudge poured on top.
Sorry, we're all reading a meme right now.
That's just Brad on Sunday.
Hey, I'll have an actual excuse. I just won't.
I wonder
Although
if
that
Adam's
could be
starting with the
back
Rat Ogre or not.
What's that?
I wonder if Adam's starting with the Rat Ogre or not.
He's playing Skaven. Oh, bitch, Adam's
Yep.
playing Skaven. My God.
I don't think I play Adam though.
hate Skaven so much.
I don't think I play Adam. I have to
Damn it.
play. Somebody plays the entire council. I can't remember who it is. I think it's a newer player.
It's me.
Do you play all of us?
Yes, I think so. I don't play Eli. That's the only person I don't think I play.
I don't play Jake.
But I think I'd rather play undead than dwarves.
Adam and Ian will be there Sunday. Hell yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I basically play everybody except Eli. Oh man, I got a crappy frickin'. My schedule is crappy. It sucks.
You know,
I
the
would
good-
much prefer that he does not have a Rat Ogre.
I don't think
I
you will.
might not make if I don't make playoffs this season. I will not be surprised.
I don't know, man. With 12 of the 20 are going to make it. It's hard to not make it.
How many losses am I afforded to make playoffs?
I mean that's
you're-
hard to say this early.
If you're 5
You
and
could say
5,
you
I'd
just
have a
have to
hard
do some
time
math.
seeing you not make it, though.
5-5.
Yeah, because, dude, there's going to be some guys that are like
Can I win 5 games? I can
Like-
win 5 games.
2 and 8 or 2, 6 and 2, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
guess. I think Jakey will win our division. I don't think I'll do.
Dude, if you take a gander at Jakey's schedule, you will notice that there is a pretty good chance that a good handful of his games are going to end up like the one he just had.
Now I got to see it.
Oh no. Yeah. See, that's.
Let's see. Who's he playing?
I have the exact opposite going for me. I have.
I feel like I have pretty big opposite going for me too.
Well,
like
Jake-
my first 6 games are pretty
Jake-
uphill battle.
Jakey plays Adam
too.
in week 3. That could be like a 5-5 game. Remember our one game?
It was like 5. I think it was 5-3, but yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, I got a late.
Wait, no, our playoff game was like a 5-5 game.
that was nuts.
It was. I think it was.
I think you won 5-4.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think it was 5-4. That was an awesome game. That's still.
I wish I had it recorded. That was
Me
a
too.
very
That would
good
go
game.
down in Blood Bowl history as an amazing.
You know, I think in our entire game, Joe never rolled a 1 on Animal Savagery.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
think
that-
you-
Powell does that all the time.
Yeah.
welcome
like-
to playing Joe and Blood.
Yeah, I mean he had to move the Minotaur once, and he rolled a 3, and so punched a dude, but then the dude just stood up and was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, everything's K.
I'm cool. Everything's K.
Everything's K."
John said my Minotaur did nothing, and I blitzed him 12 of 16.
Joe was saying he's like he was gonna make like a different move, and then he's like, "Wait, no, the Minotaur is in blitzing range of something." So I have to do it. And I'm like, no, you don't.
The Minotaur might be my favorite big guy outside of the.
Jakey has to play Joe. Week 6.
He'll be
Dude, there's
fine.
some big games week 6, man.
I don't know, man. Like if it,
Week 6, he will be.
So, okay,
he might-
so-
I don't know.
so unfortunately for Joe, I did kill a bull centaur.
Everyone's having a blast except Brad.
You
I
haven't even played it down.
I know how it's going this season. Not good.
Jakey
I was-
might have 70 touchdowns this season.
I went to surf. I went to surf the bull centaur on one die with a lineman, and I rolled a double down, and I re-rolled it into another double down.
Beautiful.
We both go down. He rolls my armor, and my lineman armor does not break, and I kill the bull centaur.
Right here, folks. Right here.
But like he might not be able to buy that thing back until
four?
after week 3.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Like, and that's if he doesn't buy an apothecary. The things are
he bought an
130K.
apothecary today.
Yeah. Oh, has Joe played his second game?
No, but he came in today. And
He was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
yeah, and the Centaur had his touchdown.
Yeah. I feel bad. I really do because
Yeah,
like
the
He
lack
should
of
have pushed that player yours off the pitch.
the lack of gold.
it was just a corn gore. Like it didn't really.
The lack of gold.
He
this
should have pushed
season,
it off the
I think
pitch.
I think will be very interesting.
The what?
The lack of gold this season.
Yeah, we'll see. Eli got nothing today. Eli and Mama G, they got nothing.
Also, there's no SPP incentive for surfing me.
No, there's not.
And
but,
I
like,
think he was better off trying to get the SPP for the kid.
I think you probably should have put it in the pit of guys.
I
instead of
also
on
don't
the
think
sideline.
that surfing the ball was the correct play.
That could, yeah.
I don't
Depending
know,
on
man. If that ball had gone anywhere other than what it did, he would have won.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just happened to go.
But like that's like kind of
it's a
the
1 in 3 shot is kind of what you're basing it on. Which
well,
isn't,
not only
which
that,
isn't
they rolled
bad.
like 10 squares, so it like went
Yeah.
it
right
went
in
way
front.
away and like in front of one of my warriors, and
So
my
it's
warrior
less than
just-
so it's less than a 1 in 3 that even happens.
and
but
then
still, that's,
I had to pick it up with a warrior without a
that's
reroll
the right call. Yeah,
and
that's the right
walk it
call.
in. It was a crazy second half. That first half was miserable. Oh my god, he removed 4 players in the first
surfed a
half.
war dancer and rolled a 2.
Wow. Oh my god. How did Jakey let you do that?
Dude, when it comes to war dancers, you don't care if you're not getting the SPP. Get those things off the pitch.
I will be if I knock down a war dancer, he's getting followed the next turn.
every time.
Dude, I don't even need an assist. Like I'll just kick it.
I might go for 1 just because I
Dude,
risked the
dude, if I can get 7, I will. But if I can get 0, I'm kicking it.
I literally only tied Tony in that one game because I fouled both of his war dancers like towards the end of the
He
game.
fouled like everything right before halftime.
I had to do it.
Yeah, that's the other. Yeah, that was about. If I can get rid of a war dancer, I'm fucking doing it. Did Jakey? I'm guessing Jakey bought an
He
apothecary.
said when he changed to his Nurgle dice, he never failed.
That dude, I'm telling you, Jakey is known for not failing.
I might hide his Nurgle dice. Where are they at?
Joe did not comment, okay, so we talked about it a little bit, and we didn't really say
What's Big B?
if would you rather
coffee
fight
place?
a U-sized bee or 1,000 bees.
Did
And
that
actually,
come up during the
oh,
story?
it did.
One
did.
big beat. What? Yo,
Have you not heard this?
no, I'm not.
Dude, it's like been discussed on so many Blood Bowl streams. So basically, it's a would you rather. Would you rather fight a Brad-sized bee or 1,000 regular bees?
I don't know. I'm not gonna fight 1,000 bees.
I've
You're
seen
just gonna die to 1,000
Brad's
bees.
come at me with his human stinger, and let me tell you, I was like, I don't ever want to see that again.
Oh Lord!
Brad-sized bee.
I'm gonna
Joe,
get you.
What? Joe did say the 1,000 bees.
Am I allowed anything? Like, am I just buck naked?
One
'Cause I'm
can
just
of
gonna
I
Rose.
lose?
don't know, but I would definitely have to veto
Can I get
the bee. the bee
can I
suit.
get a can I get a lighter and a can of Lysol? Because in that case, I'd pick 1,000 bees.
I you know what? Go right ahead, but like if you're in an open field, you're still gonna die.
I don't think I'll die from a.
1,000 bees. I don't think you can tank that. Like that's Jake Campbell. His outlook is the 1,000 bees because he'll just tank it. He'll just get stung 1,000 times and not die. And I'm like, no, you'll get stung, 600 times and be dead.
It all depends on what I'm allowed to have. Can I have a gun? Because then I'll take the Brad-sized bee and I'll just shoot it and be done with it.
Dude, can you imagine like how thick it's like Bradley-sized carapace is going to be?
It's a bug.
It's a big bug.
It's a big bug.
Dude, bugs multiplied are terrifying creatures. If ants were the size of cats, like humans would have been extinct.
Oh yeah, we wouldn't exist.
Because they're like, I want you. And you can't get away.
I already do that to Mari, but
I
want you, and I just pick her up and walk away with
Yeah,
her.
but
That's how I got her in the first place.
You don't take her to your queen for her to devour.
John said 6 cans of Raid.
It's a thick bug.
Yeah, no, this.
Oh, clapping bug cheeks. Okay, listen.
I can literally step on an ant and kill it.
Yeah.
Like
not if it's the size of a cat.
No, you're right. Not if it's the size of a cat, but that still doesn't make it immune to like other things that can kill it.
What if ants behaved like cats? They were just apathetic and would bring dead things to you because you're worthless and can't feed yourself.
Are we still talking about the size of cats? Or
no,
like...
the ants, the size of ants, but act like cats.
Ants the size of ants. Like they're on your leg purring.
He's adding another 2 hypotheticals to the already absurd hypothetical we're dealing with here.
I'm gonna design an RPG like with alien worlds where you just like juxtapose animals. Like,
tell me when you're
got
running it so I
cats.
know not to play.
You're definitely in it.
Oh God!
Danger, Will Robinson.
Can I be one?
It's a dread.
Can I be one of the creatures?
Yeah, like there's just a planet filled with Brad.
Oh God, it's one of Jake's Blood Bowl teams.
Oh God! All right, so listen, that's enough Blood Bowl garbage.
I disagree.
No, I'm playing Kyle tomorrow, and I'm concerned. The Norse, they have a really the team has an advantage on elves for sure.
Is he starting with a Yeti or no?
I doubt it.
I wouldn't think so. At 1 million, it's hard.
I almost think it's better for me if he does.
Yeah,
because I think that Yeti's trash.
Dude, those Valkyries are good. Like, do not like the Valkyries.
What do they have again?
Are the team? They have pass, catch, strip ball, and dauntless. You don't care about the dauntless, but you will care about that strip ball.
I will. I think I'm gonna follow the Valkyries.
And then he can make pretty good use.
Dude, the Valkyries are the team.
They're armor 8, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Valkyries are that team.
They don't have block, so
No.
I think.
No.
Honestly, I might.
The team does though.
You could have so many cats.
I don't know why you'd want even one cat, to be totally honest with you.
I have 3.
But why?
Because cats are good. I like
Good
cats.
at what?
I am just
Good at what?
I am fundamentally and ideologically opposed to 2 throwers. Just on principle.
For who?
Are we
For
what
anybody.
team?
For anybody.
You can't say that. Can't say that. Tomb Kings literally need.
Okay, listen. Tomb Kings are an anomaly. All right.
Well, that's an outlier, right? Like,
I
don't put that in the equation.
Listen,
and just,
yeah, exactly.
Do you think when they remake Tomb Kings, they're still going to be all AG4?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
You think that's like too integral to the team's identity?
I
Yeah,
think they'll still
I
be
think so.
all AG4, and I think they'll still have 4 strength 5 players.
honestly, they've been pretty faithful to the old rosters.
Mm-hmm.
The Valkyrie,
tell that to Amazon's.
I also don't.
That was a big turnaround.
I think they were pretty faithful to the roster.
They just
all their
they took,
positionals.
their gimmick was 4 blodgers, and they're like, "This is too much." So nobody's upset except for you.
No. I have never once said I'm upset about them losing Blodge. I stand by that. I don't think any player in the game should start with Blodge.
I'm okay with the War Dancer doing it, especially in the new edition with how bad Wood Elves.
Considering the Wood Elves are surrounded by a vast sea of nothing but linemen, sure. but I mean, like, I never wanted them to have 4
War Dancers
blockers.
and the Woodies.
I just want them to be able to have 4 blitzers. I don't
like
care what form that takes. Just let them have more than 0 to 2 and 0 to 2 of the.
Well, why?
They're just too narrow.
Who else has 4 blitzers? Dark
Humans.
Elves.
Dark elves, humans.
That's it, I think.
That might be it.
Yeah, not very many teams have 4 blitzers. Not very many teams have 4
well,
a single positional.
Norse have a team full of blitzers.
Yeah. Well, but Norths
don't
also
count.
have an abundance of positionals.
Well, they reduced them too. They took one away because they had all the existing ones.
But
Valkyries were just runners before
Yeah.
they combined the runner and the thrower.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not very many teams come with 4 blitzers. I can't think of a single team outside of Dark Elves and
Dark Elf Blitzers, I will say this until I'll be on my deathbed. Dark Elf Blitzers should
guess-
have strength access.
technically the Chaos teams. Maybe if you
Oh, with the-
consider the
with the
goats
4
and the Pestigores, I guess.
Yeah.
So, but they don't come with block. None of them come with block.
And
They'll
I
come
mean,
with
and
horns.
that's fine. But
So they are a blitzer because they have horns, I guess. But but yeah, so it's it's what it is. And if you look at those teams too, they all just have 3 positionals and a big guy.
Yeah, I don't-
including
right,
the
but
lineman.
like when you're stacked to the teeth on a corn team, you only have 2 linemen on the pitch.
Okay. I mean, wait, you're 4, yeah, 2 and 1, I guess.
John, what did you have tackle? Oh, you're dwarves. I forgot they're just dwarf linemen.
Yeah, but yeah, no, it's I don't know. I think, like I said, I like the Amazon team. I really like what they did to them. They stuck with the original design philosophy of everyone gets dodge, and then you change, like all your positionals have general access, and then your blitzers have general agility. They have another positional with general and strength.
Mhm.
They actually used to be.
I'm going to be upset
general
when they do the
strength,
Tomb
but-
King team because
And then your throwers
the
general
models
access.
are going to be beautiful.
I think it's cool.
Oh, they'll be beautiful.
They're
That'd
going to
be
look
cool.
great.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think the team will largely stay the same. They'll get some
We'll
kind
see
of
what
like
they look like.
I would like I
they'll
could
get some kind of Bone Daddy rule. I don't know what it'll
Bone
be.
Daddy.
But
I'd like to see them change in some capacity.
They will be.
I don't
I
know.
think they'll get more Egyptian looking. I think that's what they'll.
well,
do.
the original models are.
Yeah, I know.
I
yeah.
would like to see them go away from that.
I would too. I don't
That's
think
what
they
that's
will.
what Tomb Kings are though.
No, I get that, but literally make them Bone Reapers. No one will be upset.
That's what his
Well,
team is.
see, I think Sigmar. I think they should make Sigmar Blood Bowl teams. That's my personal
Oh,
opinion.
I could get behind that a trillion
like an
percent.
actual Deepkin team. Like
Dude, I'd love to see
I
a
don't wanna see it.
I'd love to
I
see a
don't wanna see
Sigmarine
it.
team.
I don't want
I
to
would
see it
too.
for that reason.
yeah, I mean,
It's let it be its own thing. It's like asking for Space Marines and Necromunda. Like,
no,
yeah.
I get.
Like, I don't want.
I
don't
actually
wanna see
wouldn't
it.
mind if there was like a rogue Marine and Necromunda. or
Yeah, not
something
an
like
entire
that, but-
team of them.
Well,
Not
sure.
11 of them.
Yeah, but like lore wise,
Like,
a
John's
space
buying new cheater.
Let's get
dice.
a.
lore wise a Space Marine will walk through a Necromunda gang.
Well, sure, but like, what does Sigmarines do to regular humans on a pitch?
I get that, but like I would
Well,
I
what
would
is a-
have to imagine that
What does a
uh,
Pestigore do to a normal human?
I
Well,
would have to
Pestigore is just a
imagine that
rotted
that
human.
like a Stormcast Eternal is going to be largely similar to a Bloodseeker. Like they're both these giant men.
See, I disagree. I disagree a lot there. I don't think that would be the case.
All right, let's
But
spend a little bit
anyway.
of time talking about this here book. So before we go to do that, the kickoff event is Sunday at 11. Okay, bring some kind of food. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna make hamburgers. I'm gonna be grill daddy.
I might make chicken wings.
Hopefully, Brad makes chicken wings.
I make chicken
That'd be pretty cool.
I got chicken wings.
We're gonna need some kind of spud. If somebody wants to bring some kind of taters,
That's
tater
you, Adam.
tots.
You got to bring taters.
Oh, Adam's not watching, but that is true.
if he
Adam,
brings anything, it'll be potatoes. So just make sure he's invited.
hell yeah. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So, 11 o'clock game and a 2 o'clock game. We need games. So you and Jake got to play Sunday.
Yeah, like I said,
That's
in
a
all,
good
in all in all seriousness, I'll see if I'm doing anything on Sunday. I would like to get that game in Sunday too. I think he's gonna throttle me. I don't think he'll beat me 4-1, but
You talking about Jakey?
yeah, I think he's got the upper hand going into that game.
You're right.
We'll see what happens in my Skaven game,
Mhm.
but I'm not too confident about that one either, just because it's Skaven. Yeah, that's a hard team to beat.
Yeah, but you're going to have much more ability to
I'll be able to catch him.
injure his players.
Yeah, I'll be able to
than
catch
he
him and
will
punch him.
for yours.
It's fun playing Skaven when your dice are out going off.
Yeah.
You're able to knock the shit out of those little rats. But
Yeah, I'm hoping if I can get a bunch of SPP, I probably won't get 4 touchdowns, but if I can get like 2 or 3, I'll be happy.
listen, Nathan, do you know what Jake's nickname is in Blood Bowl?
Yeah, screw you, Nathan.
It's the Pow Powell. So,
Yeah,
and how many
like-
guys does he have with block now?
better only be 2.
Well, he had 4 touchdowns and an MVP.
Yeah,
and
well-
2 casualties.
Well,
so,
he
like,
better not be getting those on linemen.
I think you kind of want him on linemen.
You need to level up
you-
your star players.
No, I get it, but
like those linemen fade fast.
yeah, but those linemen are so good that they can easily become star players.
they're so expensive, man.
They're expensive and they're not that hard to get rid of.
I mean, you're right, but
'Cause you
nothing on
need-
the team is hard to get rid of.
If you play, well, yeah, right, but you like as an elf player, have you played elves?
Yeah. I played Dark Elf.
That's not the same thing. As an elf player, you need to have players that you can throw at your opponent, right? Like,
Yeah, well, largely depends on what type of elf bowl you're playing.
well, like you might have to have someone sit in a tackle zone.
Yeah, sure, maybe.
Yeah, that guy's
What
gonna
a
get punched.
Scary place to be.
Yes,
What a scary place
Oh.
to be.
and that guy's gonna get punched, and he might die. And if that guy's your elf lineman with block and tackle and
Do you think I try to score as much as I can
you're gonna
against
be
Kyle?
pissed.
I mean,
Yes.
in your
think so.
Yes.
what's it called? In your non-division games, I think you focus on development.
Yeah,
Big time.
you never unless basically he's right. In any game that is a non-division, you're not necessarily playing to win. You're playing to get SPP.
I might try for
Because
6 touchdowns.
There is no point to stall in any of those games unless it's like a crucial
like
unless-
to finish the game out and
Team
win it.
preservation is also a consideration
Sure.
for stalling.
sure
Too.
That's fair. But like if you're looking at like linemen, like regular
Nathan
linemen,
says he found Armor 8
but-
nearly invincible this far. He's only played 1 game.
And the thing that
I am going for the touchdown trophy. Jake's probably going to beat me for it, but
the thing about Elven Union,
I'll give you all the touchdowns.
Wood Elves, and Skaven is that those 3 teams can essentially just score at will. Like if you devote yourself hard enough to scoring, it's very, very hard to stop you.
Yeah. No, it is not easy to stop a it's kind of why I'm going for on the ball on my player.
maybe I'll get the
Like, I
Joe
want to throw
treatment and
it.
get 4 blitzes in a row.
He got one against me.
Did he?
He did, and it made things messy.
Yeah. No, let's see.
All right, we got to talk guard. We're going to run out of time.
One
here.
second.
Oh, no.
How many catches did Jakey pick?
Catchers?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I think he took 2.
Good. Okay.
I think he might have taken 2.
Okay. I can deal with 2. Those are strength
Well,
2
yeah.
players. That means he's got 9 strength 3 players.
I have no idea. His roster's out there. Okay, so 5 years in the making. Finally got the book.
Mm-hmm.
Finally got it. And it is very okay.
That's good.
Very okay.
I think that
I see plenty here that's good. Like
There's some good stuff.
battle cannons are a-okay.
the fidgeting.
Fidget somewhere else. That's a horrible sound.
I like
I mean, dude,
I like the Rogel Dorn battle tank.
the twin,
I really
the
do.
twin battle cannon, strength 8, neg 3, 3 damage.
Nope, go with the big one.
I think you do the big one.
The
You-
big,
the
well, what's
big
the
one.
point difference?
They're the same.
There is none.
Okay, then yeah, you do the big one.
D6
for
plus
the D6
3.
plus 3, that's guaranteed 4 shots.
Yep.
Yes.
And it's
Flat 4.
flat damage.
Hits on 3s.
You're just booping.
You do the big one, and then you get a coaxial autocannon, which is just cool.
Oh
That-
yeah,
that's-
then you
that's
get
just
the
neat.
autocannon on. You just get the extra.
2
Okay.
shots, right?
Yeah, that's just neat. I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that way you can never
Not gonna
roll
do
a
much,
1
but-
on your other D6.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No,
Yeah.
you totally do that because you get the.
Wait, what do you
if, they're,
mean?
if they're, I just looking at the 2 guns, I just assume that they wouldn't be the same price.
Yeah,
No, they're
they did a
impressed.
lot of that in that book. They're like, we're not gonna really worry about points.
That's like the new thing. That's a cross codex.
Yeah, I don't understand it. Like 8th edition, like we got to get very granular. We're gonna go 2 points on this.
I think
and
it's
3 points here.
I think it's because it's hard to come up with points difference for things when they're so
when your scale's 1 to 5, basically for upgrades, right? Like
yeah, a little bit, but I think it's along the lines of like what's better, slightly more damage with slightly less shots, or
Well, like, all my
slightly more
tanks can
shots with
take-
slightly less damage. It's
all
just,
my
it's
tanks
just
can
hard
take
to-
a Stormbolter or a Heavy Stubber. They're almost an identical weapon.
Yeah.
They're both strength 4. One's 3 shots. One's rapid fire 2. Like Stormbolter might have -1 AP now.
Can you
but,
take
like,
both at the same time?
No, but you don't take either one of them because they're 5 points, and you're
Yeah,
like,
it's not worth
okay,
it.
who cares
That's not worth it.
for a strength 4 shot? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
that's not worth it.
yeah, it's never
You're right.
worth it. Even frickin' Nathan and his Cyclops demolition vehicles.
Orange Regiment.
That's a pie plate. Terrible. The orders are all okay. The take aim one is pretty good. It's +1 AP and +1 to hit. It's the one you're going to be given all the time. The tank one is no longer reroll ones to hit.
What
it's
is it?
reroll a hit roll of 1. So like tank commanders are you almost don't need them.
No, I mean reroll a hit roll of 1 means you reroll hit rolls of 1.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
I
positive.
think that's
that's like the wording they use now. I hate it, but
I think that's
what it
I
is.
think that's correct.
That is it.
Let me see it. Does it say?
Yeah,
It says a hit roll of 1.
it says until the end of your next shooting phase, each time a model in this unit makes a ranged attack roll, reroll a hit roll of 1.
That's just worded weird.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
but like
okay.
the
Yeah,
each
each
time
time-
settles that right there.
Each time a model, yeah.
I guess I read over that part earlier,
Yeah.
but okay.
Yeah, there
so
you go.
I thought they had like
Not bad.
targeted some of
Oh,
this
you
stuff.
can order them with objective secured. That's kind of nifty.
You can give your
I'm
tank-
glad that there's 6 orders. The full throttle one's a lot better. You can advance. You move 2 extra inches, and you count as remaining stationary.
That's really good. That's really good.
Well, the mobility of the tanks like more than doubled.
Well, yeah, because you don't have to limit yourself to moving half.
No,
range
there's no more
anymore.
arbitrary like going
Yeah.
slow.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to look at I want to check out like the plasma profiles and stuff. That's something I didn't get to look at.
They're just standard plasma. Which plasma?
for like the tanks and stuff.
The Executioner is -3 2 damage or -4 3 damage if you overcharge.
The Executioner is -4 regardless.
Are they both -4?
Yeah, it's strength 7, -4 2 damage.
Oh, it's okay. It's strength 8 -4 3 damage if you overcharge it. Then
Yeah, so you get one strength, one.
plasma's back on the menu, boys.
So plasma being -4 is
It's really
pretty
good.
dope.
Does it still? It's still. Yeah, obviously.
It's D6 plus 3 shots.
Interesting. Okay.
I think all the profiles for the Lehman Russ are now D6 plus 3. If I'm
Yeah,
not
which
mistaken.
So
is,
that
which is
was
fine.
That was the So instead of grinding advance, they just get rid of that.
They
give you,
normalize or they leveled your number of shots.
Yeah, and then they give you an extra 3 shots, which
Yeah.
that's more or less what I thought they were going to
Which
do.
It's better.
you're way faster. You hit on BS3 now.
Yeah. So
Like
that's,
that is an all-around upgrade for the
yeah.
vehicle.
I would take that.
Plus,
it's,
you're not strapped down and tethered to Catechin.
I was
anymore,
about to
which
say
isn't a
it's
thing,
it's
but-
slightly worse if you play Catechin. That's it. Because you don't.
and even then, maybe like you might get 1 shot less on average.
Well, I mean,
but
I'm-
you're hitting on 3.
You're hitting
I'm
more.
just
You're hitting
mad.
more.
I'm just
That's
mad.
the-
Yeah, the hitting more is the big deal. So yeah, that's all around good.
Yeah, the
Anyway.
Bulgren Mall, Nathan said, is still only AP1. That does suck. And it's 5 points for that. So Bulgren are 35 with them all.
How many attacks do they get though?
I don't think that changed. I think they're still. Oh, I'm sorry, it did change. They just have the extra 1 attack all the time. So I think they're 4 attacks base.
Oh my god! 2 flat damage.
I think
Strength 7. They're still auto cannons. They're still punching you with
Yeah.
the strength of an auto.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if Armor of
That's-
Contempt goes away, that -1 is still fine.
Yeah. So like it's really good against stuff without armor.
Can you
of
go to the
Contempt.
Bulgren real
That's-
quick?
That's even with armor of contempt. 2 flat damage means you're murder. You know, it's a 3-up save anyway against a normal marine. So you're still killing a normal marine.
Every
third. So a Bulgren kills a normal marine as so long as he
bop.
hits and
bop.
wounds. But
Okay, so yeah, Bulgren.
but that's not bad. I'd
Yeah.
take that.
Bulgren, they're T5, 3 wounds apiece. Let's see. Brute shields still 4-up invuln. They can still have the 2-up save.
I hate that they're 3 to 6 also.
They can't take 9-man squads. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that with a lot of the chaos stuff.
Yeah,
they shortened up the
they've
unit sizes.
clamped down on a lot of squad sizes. Like, there's
Yeah.
nothing in this book that goes over 10.
You used to be able to take 20-man squads of possessed.
Why can't you? Like blast rules exist. Like if
I
you
understand. That'd be a nonsense unit though. They would never die.
no,
They would always be there. Yeah, you can
mean-
bring them back to life.
-1 damage all the time is pretty awesome.
that's
though.
very good.
That's pretty awesome.
It's all attacks.
Yeah, each time an attack is allocated to a model in this unit, subtract
else?
1 from the damage characteristic of that attack.
It would also amount to
To a
like
minimum of
100
one.
attacks.
Oh my god! I thought the Lehman Russes should have got -1
Yeah, you can't
damage.
do that.
Yeah, but I mean,
they're still pretty durable. I mean,
2-up save, they're still T8, right?
T8.
Yeah, but 2-up save changes a lot with Armor of Contempt.
yeah.
I think.
Well, we need to know for sure that they're keeping Armor of Contempt.
I think
well,
they'll
it's-
keep that. They're worried about them losing the barrage.
Yeah, which I cannot see that they would lose the barrage.
Unless it changes,
certainly hope not.
in the data slate.
Yeah,
it's
what's
in
the
there.
attacks on the Bulgrin? I think the Bonehead.
Bulgrin are four base. The
Yeah.
Bonehead gets 5.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of attacks. that's a lot of
It's a lot.
that's a lot of autocannons.
Yeah, and it's 35 points a guy, so
That's not bad.
that's with them all.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Run,
So
you
that's-
run that.
That's
What are
a
they?
lot of autocannons.
What are they, like 4
That's
wounds?
210 for a max
They're
squad.
3 wounds.
Okay, at least that's
3 wounds with
killable.
-1 damage, though.
Oh my god,
At T5.
that's miserable. That is a good unit. I would.
Bulgrin have been good for a while, and
Yeah, that's all- I think
you can
it's an
have 2
auto
units of those now, and and you can now have the Rough Riders with them, who are also pretty good.
Can you issue them orders?
What?
Can you issue them orders?
You can order Bulgrin with commissars, yeah.
Is that because of Perfectus orders?
Yeah, so those can go to anything.
Let's look over orders because we've kind of talked about them a little bit where we were always kind of like, what?
Can you
We
give-
probably should have spent more of this episode talking about this book,
I
but
agree.
Can you give Bulgrin move?
Move is a regimental order.
yeah,
Okay.
no, you can
God.
you can order them to fall back and charge again.
That's pretty good.
Are
That's
commissars-
probably better.
Are commissars the only ones that give Perfectus orders?
Well-
other than the big boy?
Yes. There, I think, are relics. You can give, like, the Scions can give commissar orders if you give them the rod.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, so they took commissars and they just gave them a different set of orders
Yep.
that they could give. That's
They
I
can
like
also
that.
order officers who can no longer order themselves.
That's cool. I think
And
they should.
there's ways to give mechanized orders from soldiers, regular guys.
You have to roll a die for that still.
No.
You just do it, and when you issue an order to something, everything within 6 inches also gets it as long as it's eligible.
I think commissars have to shoot someone in the head for that.
Now they
Yeah, I
just
thought that
now
was
they
the
just
case, Mama
make
G.
dudes auto pass combat attrition.
Nurgle Matt, have you played against the guard yet?
So it's still like they boop a dude because you lose a guy when you fail morale. So like
I
you lose
see.
that
But
guy,
they're
but then
killing
don't
that
roll.
guy now.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Well, no, because like
He's still running away, but like
Yeah, but
narratively, he killed him, and
Yeah,
then
that's
there's
the
no
idea
combat
behind it.
attrition.
Okay.
which I think is a pretty fine.
I
Yeah.
don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pretty
better
fine
than, much better than it
compromise there.
was.
It's a good trade-off.
You remember when they made it where you killed a guy and then re-rolled and could still lose a guy or multiple guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that
so
was
so dumb.
really.
So
Like, remember
not-
this really cool model? Dude, the new commissar, I love it.
I'm not a huge fan of it.
All right, so
The new model?
Yeah.
You're nuts.
So let's
I like
talk
the
about
old one.
their orders a little bit. So the regimental orders, these are the ones that go that like the company commanders, platoon commanders, or I'm sorry, not commander. Is it platoon commander?
There is a platoon command squad, yeah.
Okay. So
So the 2 command squads, Ursula Creed, Lord Solar,
mhm.
and the Castellan issue these
Okay. So first rank fire, second rank fire, it changes las guns
to heavy
and
3.
hot shot las guns to heavy 3, which
You just get 3 shots at full range.
yeah.
That's yeah, it's pretty good given like the extra AP and the.
Isn't there
Well, you
also,
can't give them that and
Oh, you can't. Okay,
It's-
never
yeah.
mind.
isn't
Yeah.
there also a way to make them that they count as having not moved?
that's Perfectus order. So you can't
Okay.
get both.
You can't issue
You can
both?
only have but you are only affected by the last order given to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you cannot stack orders.
Well,
Well, that's gonna create.
There
some
might be
weird-
relics or something that
I don't
circumvent?
think there's a relic, but you can all orders are issued in the command phase.
Okay.
Unless an officer disembarks from a transport, then you can issue 1 order in the shooting phase.
Oh, okay.
So I could see perhaps giving somebody first rank, second rank fire, and then jumping a commissar out and then telling them, "Hey, you stood still." I could see that. I don't
Right,
know.
but if you're only affected by the most recent order, then it would just
Yeah,
then they wouldn't count as being heavy 3 anymore.
Yeah,
They would just count as having not moved, in which case it didn't matter.
I think that'd be correct too.
Yeah, it's a weird. Some of the guys that have played several games have said the orders have been troublesome in the command phase because before you could move and then issue the order.
Yeah.
Now you cannot do
So
that.
you've got to plan ahead.
Yeah.
make sure that you're within range.
Yeah.
of stuff already.
Here's the other thing too. You said everyone within 6 inches.
of the
of the target.
of
of
the
the
target,
target
not of somebody affected. So like if you're in the middle of two squads, they both get it, but not if you do it to the one on the wing. If that makes sense.
Wait, what?
So like look, unit, right?
Yeah.
Issue to this unit, 6 inches, these both get it.
Yeah.
If you issue here, he'll get it, but he won't.
Exactly. That's
So you
what
go
I'm,
to the middle.
That's what I'm saying. Is it's gonna create some weird.
Matt, but you have Voxcasters too. They're
Okay.
free, so everybody will have them until they start dying.
What does a Voxcaster do?
It lets you increase the range of, I think it goes from 6 to 18 inches.
Of receiving an order?
Yeah,
So as long as so,
check that in the
okay.
infantry squad. But
Yeah, but that might make it worse. Like you might not be issuing a bunch of different orders, right? And it might, like I said, I'm talking about it as it's a bad thing. It's not necessarily.
it says
it's
the
getting-
Voxcaster keyword.
But yeah, it is a little confusing. But I think since
it's going to be quite different.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're going to be regardless, you're going to have to be careful on how you cast your orders.
Yeah.
Because like if you want to do something with one unit but not this unit, you kind of got
It makes sense that they're in the command phase, but man, I don't know if design wise it makes sense for the.
I've always had a problem with the command phase. Like not always, but recently since I've been playing, I've had a pretty big problem with not being able to maneuver units around so I can command them. Like it having to happen in the before the movement phase has been an issue because I've got some cool chaos abilities that I can use, like my warlord trait for my
You really got to be in sync. You really.
Yeah, well here's the issue I have. So for Wordbearer's warlord trait, you basically pick a unit to possess. That's what you use it on. But you pick a unit to possess. That unit to possess gets an extra strength, an extra point of AP on their melee weapons. It's really good. Makes them -3. However, you have to do it in your command phase. And if you're successful in the previous phase, they just charge.
They're out of the picture.
So they're
right?
out of range for you to do that on your next turn. It's quite a problem. But however, if you were able to move your warlord 6 inches, you would be back within range. Ideally, you could advance with them too and still do it.
I'm sure I'm going to run into some issues playing. I mean, I
Absolutely.
played the other codex
Yeah.
for 5 years. You know what I mean? So
I like-
it's going to be.
Yeah,
It's going to be a learning curve for sure.
For
I
sure.
like
It's a 9th edition book.
I like the
all of them are
concept.
just yeah.
I like the concept of the command phase, but so far as I've been playing the game, all my abilities that I've been using in command phase, it feels kind of clunky.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
Feels
right.
added on is how I feel.
Yeah, exactly. So like when I'm playing my Dark Angels, for instance, I got Azrael or my other warlords doing a bunch of different things. I'm just like, all right, this guy's doing this, this guy's doing this, this guy's doing this, and it's like 4 things I gotta delegate, opposed to like it used to just be there all the time. And if they were in range,
Steve
it
got a
worked,
box.
and if they weren't, it wasn't. So
What?
Steve got one of the Cadian boxes.
did he?
Nice.
Wait.
Yeah, and then
He played Space Wolves in the campaign.
Oh, cool.
take aim. And until the end of your next shooting phase, you add 1 to your hit roll, and armor pen
Yep.
goes up by 1.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really
just
good.
really
You
good.
can give
That
that
is
to the
really
ordnance
good.
batteries.
and
too.
that's
What?
and that's not
yeah,
just las guns. That's
it's
just
everything.
everything.
Those are a lot better.
Though the indirect fire guns, now they're suddenly -2 hitting on 3s.
No,
Neg
-3.
They're
hitting on
neg.
3s.
They're neg. Oh, see, I was thinking they were neg 1 because we were saying that.
I don't think they'll give guard that nerf, but man, maybe they will. I don't know.
I don't.
I think it's that shouldn't be in the data slate at all. I think that's a horrible idea.
What?
What they did with barrage weapons.
Yeah,
They
indirect fire
targeted.
stuff is
They
like,
hit Tau. Just increase the Tau points if Tau was a problem.
Yeah, I don't
or
know.
just hurt the profile on the
Well,
indirect
at this
fire
point,
guns.
that Tau gun wouldn't even be an issue. Like with the stuff that's
Well,
come
what
out
was it-
since. Like
What's it do now?
it's -1 AP and -1 to hit.
So it never used to do that. It's
no, the
That's the
indirect
data
fire
slate.
rule.
Oh yeah, but what did the gun do previously? Like what was its data slate?
What gun are we talking?
I think
the
it was
indirect. It's the smart missile system.
I
guarantee that's what it
I
is.
don't know the profile off the top of my head, but the
It
the
used-
nerf is all indirect fire guns, -1 to hit. And,
Yeah, I understand, but if that gun was a problem, what the hell did they do with it? Because it used to be only strength 5, AP nothing, ignores cover,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could fire it indirectly. That used to be the guns. And
If guard
and it was like
lose
4
that-
8 shots.
If they lose that, it's
They won't lose it.
I mean, there's plenty you can do without indirect fire, but like
Yeah.
indirect fire is a guard.
It's a
thing,
guard
like-
staple. You won't lose that.
But
That's-
so were squadrons, and they lost all that, man.
Yeah, I guess. But
They
like,
lost every bit of that.
squadroning. I think squadroning is less intuitive than guard barrage weapons. So like squadroning is
Intuitive or ubiquitous? What do you mean? Like indirect fire is very much in.
that's kind of what I mean. Yeah. So it's indirect fire is
Synonymous, I
like
think.
exactly with Imperial Guard, right?
Yeah.
You think Imperial Guard, you think of Lehman Russ, but you also think of a Basilisk too.
Yeah.
Like when you think Imperial Guard, you don't necessarily.
Yeah, but now
think
you're
of
only you might see
like.
you might see one basilisk now.
I agree. Well, you're
Oh,
gonna want to
take cover.
consider. You're gonna want to consider running brigades as guard.
Running what?
Brigades. That's what you're gonna want to consider.
Yeah, I think the only problem is going to be the fast attack slot.
Throw Sentinels in there.
I mean, Sentinels are worth taking. I mean,
And they're like
40 or
45 points.
45.
I think at
Then
45
the
points.
Rough
You can,
Riders
issue, you
are-
can issue them orders, can't you? Like regimental orders?
I don't believe so. I don't think they have platoon.
Yeah. Not to mention you want Rough Riders anyway. Take some Hellhounds too, man.
You can definitely make a nice varied guard list in a brigade.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think you're gonna want to play around with that Rogel Dorn.
I'm gonna
Sentinels
get
have platoon.
They do have platoon.
They have platoon.
You used to be able to put them in.
They have platoon and mechanized, or squadron.
Yeah.
You used to be able to put them in platoons, didn't you?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day. That's not what platoon means, though. Platoon just means you can receive regiment.
Yeah. I know, but I think
You could give them
narratively
take
they're
aim.
part of guard platoons.
You can give them take aim with their plasma guns.
That's interesting. Extra AP and 1 to hit.
What's the profile on the plasma?
It's neg 3.
Like
Make it neg 4.
is
Neg
it
4?
2 and 3 damage?
It's
though?
heavy. It's heavy D3. No, it's heavy D3.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, that's what they've been changing. They've been changing like plasma cannons.
I'm gonna
around
build
lately,
a couple of sentinels tomorrow.
but
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna build 3 scout and 3 armored and see where that puts me.
How much
Oh.
are they? Are they expensive points wise?
They're 40 points for a scout and 45 for armored. All
That's
the
not
weapons,
bad.
all the weapons are free except for the hunter killer and
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't think you can give armored sentinels armored tracks, Nathan, unless that's just a rule that they
I
have.
don't think he's saying armored tracks, is he?
Well, he says they get +1 of their save versus damage 1 weapons. So unless armored sentinels get that,
No, they don't have that.
yeah, and they don't have armored tracks. So
Oh, wait a minute.
do they have that?
Nathan's a robot. I trust him.
That's fair.
Yes.
Armored
Armored cockpit. They just have that
It's -1 damage.
against.
Damage 1 weapon.
That's such a that. Okay, it's
That might
good
be
on them.
worth. Yeah, that might be
On
worth it
them.
on sentinel.
Well, you don't pay anything for that.
Yeah, that might be worth it on sentinel because people will use. What's the toughness on that? 6.
Yeah. 7 wounds with a 3-up save.
Yeah, they each
Yeah.
have 7 wounds, right? 4
Yeah, that
up
might
save on the
that might be worth it on
scout.
that. Can you?
Yeah, 4-up save. on
Nathan was
scout.
asking, can you take
Is it
cover on a
12
sentinel?
movement?
Yeah.
12 and 8. Or
I mean,
12 and 10?
rules as written, they have the platoon keyword, and you can issue take cover. Take cover doesn't say
Infantry only.
infantry only. Now, I mean,
A 1-up save on.
it just gives you the benefit of light cover, which I mean,
Oh,
if,
well,
Which is
it's a-
+1 to save.
right. It is. It's a vehicle, but
Can it benefit from that? 'Cause
It can, right, because AdMech vehicles from Shroud Psalm, they get it.
why? That doesn't make sense. The rulebook.
It's just their ability.
So
I understand, but the
you
rulebook
can't-
says that vehicles can't gain the benefit. of
Codex
light
is
cover.
super rulebook,
not
so.
from not from terrain. Like the terrain says, infantry in blah 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 gain the benefits of light cover.
I hate
This
game.
just gives
You
the
guys
benefit
re-
of light
Do you
cover.
remember the dug-in stratagem they had to come out with an
Yeah.
8th?
Yeah, I remember.
2 CP, everything got +1 save on turn
Yeah,
1?
I remember.
I was
because-
thinking about that the other day.
Because
I forgot
yeah,
all about it.
Because alpha striking was so ridiculous. Turn 1 deep state. I did not like 8th edition.
Suppression fire is pretty good, man. I really like that. Like
It's okay.
when you're shooting at something with the intention with and not having the intention of killing it, it's definitely something.
Yeah, I mean it all depends. Like,
that board control stuff is going to have a
Mhm.
spot in games. People are going to have to remember to do it.
Oh, and that's not even only infantry. Oh yeah, it is. I'm sorry. That's when you shoot against infantry. All right. So yeah, that is. Fixed bane, that's pretty good. You know, add 1 to it. Add 1 to hit roll in AP and melee. That's good.
Can you give that to Bulgren?
That's a regimental order. So no.
Ow. Bulgren. That's super good.
I've
been
you know,
on
there's
a bunch for a
I
while.
bet Lord Solar can.
Issue orders to Bulgren?
I bet he could.
Yeah, he can order everybody.
Yeah, but that doesn't change the type of orders a unit can receive, does it?
No.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
don't
so you
believe
won't be
so.
able to issue that to Bulgren then.
You can give them. Who gives them fixed bayonets?
That's what he's looking for right now.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, that's a regimental order.
I don't think there's any way to give them fixed bayonets.
Okay, so Perfectus orders. These are the ones that we really haven't talked about until now. So, and I know it's after 10, but we'll wrap up shortly. But forwards for the Emperor until your next shooting phase when a unit is selected to shoot. Okay, so that's the one where they count as having remained stationary. Duty and honor.
That's a good one.
Until the start of your next command phase, this unit can still perform actions in a
that's
turn
not
in
what
which
I'm
it
thinking
fell back or advanced. The advanced one's really good.
Yeah. You can run up and plant a flag or whatever on
That
it.
is really good.
And it can shoot without any action, without the action failing. So
Yeah.
that's really good.
There's a lot of-
That's really useful.
And so you can advance and shoot with that,
Uh,
or is that if?
No, it's in regards to actions.
Okay.
So it can
You can
plant
do
the
one
flag.
or the
you
you
can
can do one or
start
the
the
other.
action if you fell back or advanced, and if you're doing an action, you can still shoot.
That'd be wild. We're gonna give them an order so they can advance, shoot, and do an action.
Yeah.
Same unit. Like, what?
Get back in the fight. You know, it's still its thing. You know, you fall back,
That'd
you
be
can
something
shoot
they
or
do.
charge. Fall back and charge is very, very good, and you can do that on Bulgren.
Yeah.
That is-
that's
And
what we were
Rough
saying,
Riders.
yeah.
And Rough Riders. Oh, those are platoon though.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah, Perfectus can go on platoon.
You can do fixed bayonets on Rough Riders?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
They have platoon.
Why? That is super good.
Yeah.
because horses.
On the charge, they'll hit on twos.
Those are the first things I kill.
Yeah, they're gonna be targeted, man.
Yeah,
But
those have to go.
I wish
You
they
gotta
would've
leave in
kept
Rust? No, I'm scared of the dudes on horses.
I wish they would have kept their outflank.
That guy shooting 200 millimeter artillery shells at me? Screw him. The dude on the four-legged mammal. It drinks milk.
This one's
All right, so this one's good at all costs. Until the end of your next command phase, this unit gains the objective secured ability. If this unit already has this ability, until the end of your next command phase, models in this unit count as one
Double.
additional model.
Yeah.
So you can give Bulgren OBSEC.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty gross. You can give a 10-man infantry squad double OBSEC,
That's pretty good.
which is dope. You can just saunter on up to an objective and stand half an inch away from a space marine and be like, "This is mine."
So do all your guys who can issue orders know all of the orders?
yes. Well, so
they know the orders from their tree.
from their tree.
Yeah, okay.
So it comes
the horse boy knows them all. He knows all.
Yeah,
18
I
orders.
get it. Yeah, that was my question.
horse boy.
So how do they? They're gonna have to. If I don't know if this is the direction the game's moving in or not, but if this is where they're going, then they're gonna have to justify like psychic. They're gonna have to rework psychic powers again.
I mean, I'm fine with psychic powers being more interesting.
Well, a lot of them are this,
Yeah, kind of.
but they just do them all automatically.
Right.
Yeah, and know them all.
But again, you're doing
Like-
them a lot of the times. You're doing them to guardsmen.
Yeah.
well,
Which I mean, there's
an
guardsmen.
entire section of tank orders.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the times you're not. We're
Show-
just talking about doing it to Rough Riders
Show
and
them steel.
Bulgren. Like, no.
Show them steel. Show them content. Okay. So
Yeah,
you
they're gonna
give, you
have to
give
rework
plus
psychic
one
powers.
leadership and you 5-up mortal wound shrug. It's kind of an odd thing to.
Yeah, for an order, that's not. It's a good army wide rule, but it's not. Unless it's, I don't know. It can be very situational.
Read the last one.
All right. So the last one: remain vigilant until the start of your next command
Yeah,
phase.
you were telling me about
Enemy
this one.
units that are set up on the battlefield as reinforcements cannot be set up within 12 inches of this unit.
Yeah.
And if an enemy declares a charge against this unit and is not within engagement range of any enemy units, it can hold steady. If it does so, then until the end of the phase, any Overwatch attacks made by a model in this unit hits on a 5 instead of a 6.
It's pretty decent.
Mhm.
What can you use
So
that
you
on?
can issue those to sentinels, right?
Mhm.
Scout sentinels, I believe, have infiltrate.
Yeah.
So you can put them in the middle of the board, and then now you
Do,
order that.
do they have Voxcasters?
I don't know.
Because you'd have to be within 6 inches of them.
Yeah.
Well,
they
you could
should
use the
order 'em.
Master Vox. Maybe that's only the one.
Is that a stratagem?
No, it's the.
Not a
command
terrible
squad.
idea.
See, I keep forgetting they're in the command phase.
These days, yeah, that's the other thing too. But these days,
Although you could infiltrate the Sentinels way up front and then
Mhm.
have the frontline units.
yeah,
They do not have the Voxcaster keyword.
no, these days I'm not deep striking stuff really all that much anymore.
That'd be cool if they just had Voxcasters built in.
All the vehicles should.
Mhm.
All the vehicles should.
So yeah, that's pretty cool.
You could also jump him out of a.
Oh, and then shout the order. Yeah.
Vox is a relic, Dakota.
Master of Vox.
Is a relic. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That do something.
No idea.
Oh, I asked if it was a stratagem. He says a relic. Okay. So real quick over these.
It is weird how the vehicles don't have built-in radios.
Yeah, dude. It's radios get expensive.
Yeah, actually,
38,000 years in the
in
future.
modern days, no vehicle comes with a built-in radio. You got to put it in yourself. This is
What?
true.
Pound
You
them to
think we
dust.
park trucks on the line with radios in them?
Pound
Oh,
them to
the
dust is the one that
military
doubles
Yeah.
That's right.
models in a unit for blast.
Huh?
That's still pretty good.
What was that?
The pound them to dust, double enemy units or double models for when determining blast.
Now, if there's
That'll
6
be
or more,
decent.
you get 3 on a D3.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then 11 or more.
Now, so if you roll D6, you're getting 3 automatically, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
So with the big gun on the Rogel Dorn, you're looking at 6 shots
Minimum.
minimum, right?
Yeah.
And then 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
So that's actually pretty easy. Now that's against units of. Well, that's against just about it. Yeah, that's against just about any unit. Any unit with more than 2 models in it. It's 6 or more. So yeah, that's pretty much against any unit. And if you use it, I don't know why you'd be shooting that at a. Well, you can shoot it at a 6-man unit. Yeah, 6-man unit.
12.
Yeah, it'd be 12 shot, or it'd be
So you're maxing your.
it'd be
shot.
9, but yeah,
Wait, 6?
yeah,
You can't count as double, right?
not double shots. It counts as max. So it counts as you rolled a 6 on the d6.
Right. Yeah, it counts the 6 models you're shooting at as 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So you get your full 9 shots. So that's pretty good.
So
I think
yeah,
that's pretty decent.
looking at this again, Gunner's Kill Insight's probably the main one you care about.
That the reroll.
Yeah, reroll ones to hit.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, there's gonna be instances where pound them to dust is a solid choice.
I think it depends on the vehicle. Something like that's going to largely depend on. So like you're obviously not going to use that if you're running a Lehman Rush Punisher. You're going to be using reroll ones.
Mhm.
But anything with a blast weapon, I think you use that
Yeah.
because it's gonna just give you more shots.
Well, if you're running Horse Lad, he can just give a tank full rerolls. So you can do the pound him to dust and then get full.
how much is Tank Lad?
Tank Lad or Horse Lad? Horse
Oh,
Lad's
Horse Lad,
He's
excuse me.
170.
Okay, that's right. He's Azrael. That's right. Yeah, you do that. You bring Rogel Dorns and you do that because like you can, and then you just blow your entire point economy on those Rogel Dorns. You give them every single weapon you can give them because I'm pretty sure they'll be able to reroll wounds too. Yeah, you do that.
No, they can't reroll wounds
Oh, he
Wyverns
doesn't make
because they're
reroll
only
wounds.
core. Only core.
Wyverns are
Oh,
neg 1
okay.
AP.
Huh?
And they're strength 5.
Yeah, we were talking about this
Yeah,
earlier that
and
they
they-
actually might be okay.
Yeah, and they were strength 4, right?
They were
Yeah.
strength 4 with
So,
shred.
Yeah, so
Now
strength.
they're strength 5 without shred.
They weren't, but like in the 8th edition book, they were strength 4.
Yeah, with no AP.
Okay.
I also feel
So-
like they used to be 4d3 shots and now they're 4d6.
No, they were 46.
When they first came out in 8th?
I think so.
Okay.
They have squadron. You could give them pound them to dust.
Wait, they have Squadron?
Yeah.
Like you can bring multiple of them?
Well,
to
no,
these
they
things?
had the squadron keyword allows them to receive vehicle
Yeah.
orders.
Oh, okay.
So you could give them pound them to dust, and a unit of 6 or more dudes, you just get 24 shots.
That's not bad.
That's just 24
It's
shots.
only 120 points also.
Yeah. 124 points for 4d6 strength 5 neg 1 shots. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
Not terrible. That thing should have turret weapon though.
It doesn't have turret. That would be my next question.
It should.
Oh.
It should.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So it hits on 4s. which still isn't bad.
None of these like
None
artillery
of the
pieces.
artillery has
yeah,
turret
it's
weapons.
literally
That
just
and the Hydra should, because it's literally on a chart.
Yeah, I was about to say the Wyvern and the Manticore should.
Hydra is good,
Manticore
too.
should. But
The Hydra shoots 8 shots, but an aircraft shoots 16.
they're autocannon shots, though, right?
Their strength 8 autocannons, I think.
I don't care.
Well,
No, I not mean to dick on your Hydra.
An Eldar flyer. I mean, flyers aren't a big deal.
Hydra, listen, that anti-air weapons, like they had their time. They had a short time where they were good
in 7th, right?
Well, in 8th edition too. In 8th edition, they had a short time where they were good.
All right,
Not
well,
anymore.
we're running over a
We're
bit.
past the time.
Tony keeps showing us clocks. All
yeah,
right,
we're
guys.
15
Yep,
minutes
we'll. Okay, Sunday is the party. Be here. Bring food. Bring your grandma. Kick off at 11. What am I forgetting, guys? League nights are going to start next week.
Don't bring your grandma if she's dead.
Tuesdays?
Next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night
oh
is
my
league
God.
night.
Like Tuesdays?
Next Tuesday night, league night.
Okay.
Be there. Be square.
Who
Tony
do I
turned
play?
the
Oh, I
mic
play
off.
you after Jakey.
Yep.
I hate my lineup so
Oh, my
bad.
mic's on.
It's on. It's just down.
Oh, it's
right.
up now. All right, we're leaving. We love you.
Bye-bye.
See you Sunday, and then Tuesday. Bye.